Okay. Oh man, this is such a weird title. I don't know. I just kind of picked it out of the blue, but oh, what am I even saying? All right. This is Taito Chaser HQ, released in 1989. Well, the arcade game actually came out in like 88, actually. But hello. This one is a port for the PC Engine, which came out a year later. It's very weird to think about some of the times or years these consoles and like old games came out and how quickly they were just ported out in Japan. Uh, I don't think there is a US version of this for the PC Engine, but could be wrong. I'm gonna up it because it isn't all that loud. But when it comes to audio mixing and videos, I do notice some of these are really low. But I guess for stream's sake, it sounds pretty good. It is what it is. So these guys don't look like anything as the cover, which this PC Engine's game cover isn't exactly the one in the arcade, or any other game cover for all the other versions, which there are many for this game. Okay, when I look at the original cover, you kind of get some Lethal Weapon vibes. Okay, and this just kind of reminds you of Outrun. There's a whole lot of references I could make here, but I've never seen Lethal Weapon, and I've never played Outrun, so here we are. There's a very abrupt pause button in this game, too. Also, for what it's worth, I guess for the YouTube AI or anybody watching this, because I have gotten flagged for this before, those symbols at the top left, they're not exactly what you think they are, you know? They're pretty rounded off, so I mean, I think I should be okay. I don't think the YouTube AI is that smart anyway. Oh my god, what is this? This looks terrible. And it controls just like I thought it would, so. Anyway, the point is, kilometers. Don't know what that means, but I think we're going pretty fast. That said, we're supposed to be chasing somebody. I think that's the whole point. And we're about to lose, so. Any other buttons on this thing? Push the run button before timer. Run is start on the PC Engine. Hello? Okay, let's go back to 2-button pad. I think that was the problem. Yeah, there's a high and a low. I don't know what that means. I have been alright. Focusing on doing this, really. We are going to try all the other versions. There's some handheld stuff in there. Up to the Game Gear. The Saturn has a port of this game. Surprisingly. Probably on the PlayStation. But I don't have that many PlayStation games. I have a whole Saturn library, which was very hard to get. But the PlayStation would have ran me up to about a couple terabytes, so I never got that. And we're about to lose again. Again, I don't know what the point is. We switched to high now. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not very good at these games. I don't know if you can tell. But we're gonna keep going. As far as we can, I guess. It says distance. I don't know what the distance is to it. The bar is not progressing, so. And we're doing 250 kilometers. I don't know what that means in American, so. I'm pretty sure Outrun. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Outrun is very much like this. I've only seen screenshots and played like a minute or so. I think the game was in Yakuza or one of the old newer Yakuza games, and I did play that a little bit. Although I always thought like the arcades in Yakuza games were pretty underwhelming. Because the only worthwhile thing you can do is just... I'm supposed to catch up to somebody, I think. Maybe. Oh. But yeah, the arcades in Yakuza, the Sega... what do you call it? Sega Center or whatever. All you can do is just play one game. Am I supposed to be killing some of these guys? Like, what? I'm already at max distance. What if I slow down? Nothing. Alright, let's stick to low. I feel like that just hurts me. Yeah, not much to say about this kind of game. I could probably just start yapping about random things like, I don't know. We'll keep going with the Yakuza. They only have like one arcade game each Yakuza entry, which kind of sucks. Considering the entire Sega arcade like library. But there it is, game over. You know? I tell you what, we'll switch versions because I'm feeling generous, and we'll play through each one until I lose. This stream, this showcase was never going to be long anyway. And I'm totally fine with that. I'm going to take you over to my empty screen. I wish I had like a background I could display, but I don't, so. I'm not going to play the arcade one, just because I got to set up the screen and everything, and I'm feeling too lazy for that. There's a Game Boy. We'll go with the Game Boy Color one because it has the Super Game Boy compatibility. Makes the screen bigger. For me, anyway. I gotta switch the screen over. I don't use hotkeys. I don't want them to... Well, I only have one. I don't want the hotkeys to, like, interfere with my anything, so... There you go, Super Game Boy. Oh, and it comes with its own border. If you didn't know, the Super Game Boy changes the border according to the game you're playing. Some have it, some don't. Pokemon games have it. This one has it. A lot of Japanese games have it. Surprisingly, not. I can up the volume a little bit on that. Chiptunes are gonna kill my ears, but it's fine. This came out in 88, 2000. No, it came out in 2000. Awesome. Two-player versus, that's interesting. Oh my god, my ears. I can never get past some of these chiptunes from back in the day. I don't know how I did it playing certain games back then. Can I try and translate that? No, I cannot. Oh my god. I hope it's as grating as it is for me. Oh, look. We have Eddie Brock. Yusuke from Persona 4. Or Yosuke. I don't know. Albert Wesker and... Jesus, who is this? Dominic. That's American as hell. We have Jane, regular. And it just cycles. Alright. I think I'll go with Dominic here. That looks more like a mugshot than an actual cop, and I'm not saying that for certain reasons. Alright, we'll go with Yosuke. I gotta pick somebody else? Okay. Shoot, normal. Oh, I haven't even been paying attention to any of this. Alright, this guy looks sick. Help? Do I need help? Yeah, for my hearing, probably. We'll go with yeah, and I'll lower this. Because I feel like I'm actually going to lose my hearing. Oh my god, that's a lot of reading. That's a lot of reading for a Game Boy screen. Please... That seems like a lot to read. Did I choose the right game? Yeah, this is Chase HQ. That's what it was called. Let's go from here. Okay, each one has a route. And they do stuff? I didn't mess up playing this, did I? Battle. Oh my god, again with the little chip tunes? Why do you do this to me? Oh, you can shoot? I swear. I gotta start screening games before I try them. Well, this is interesting. I wouldn't even be mad if I had this when I had a Game Boy, which was never. I had a DS. It's not like I'm dating myself. The DS was just the first handheld I ever had, to be honest. Can I go slow? Thank you. Oh, I can't shoot anymore. Okay, well, now what? Do I just do a pit maneuver? Aren't we fighting another cop? Well, with Dominic's mugshot, I don't even know. Oh, Lord. My hearing is going nuts. We're still using kilometers, too. Oh, wait. This is Japanese copy. Makes sense. Out of the way. Oh, that little tune right here is what's getting to me. I don't even have to, like, turn too much. It kind of goes automatic. But look, if I have to suffer through it, you have to. I'm not turning down the volume. It's not as bad as the Atari 2600s shit from when we were playing, am I even past the 10-minute mark? Yeah, I am. Yeah, the 2600 shit from Burger Time. I got him. Congrats. Password 4MS. 4FMS. Alright, well. Oh my god, that beep. Tell you what. Sorry, I can't handle the little shit chip tunes. I had this when I was playing Disruptor. Well, I was going to record it for the first time. Well, I think I was testing it for the stream. I don't know why I'm stuttering, but it just okay, game. I hate when it takes away my priority of the game screen. So when I'm pressing on the keyboard, nothing actually happens. But anyway, there's an NES version, a Super Nintendo version. What was I saying? There's a Game Gear version. We're gonna go with the NES, and then I'll switch over to the Saturn, and I'll end it on that. There's a Master System one. That's this kind of the same as the NES version, actually. And I'm not gonna play the arcade one just because of the shaders. It's kind of hard to get the thing. Well, I can try. I'll do the arcade version last, just to kind of compare. Let's go with the NES version. I don't really mind showing off a lot of the intro screens, like the achievements and all that. Kind of like that. This game has no achievements. Alright, well, never mind. And this came out a year later, also on the PC Engine. PC Engine was a little bit more advanced than the NES, wasn't it? Yeah, I was talking about Disruptor. It has a bug, I think, in something that rhymes with simulation and not hardware, but your mission is to catch up with... Is this the US version? No, it's the Famicom. It's the Japanese version because it's the Famicom porter, but it's got a bug in the main menu when you first load it in. Oh my god, my ear. It basically just has this horrendous white noise beep that's constant. And just listening to it for a few seconds is enough to like get me disoriented and horrified for like a few minutes. So I had to autosave. Oh my god. So I had to autosave. after getting to the main menu in a different way. Arkanoid controller. That's probably like a little wheel to move the paddle in Arkanoid. Not that I ever played too much besides when I had like a BlackBerry. But steering, normal, quick. Let's go with that. Okay, we got low and high again. We have turbo with that dubious signature mark right there. Start doesn't do anything. There's no start. Okay, automatic does. Okay. Does automatically switch. This version isn't that bad. I gotta be honest. And I wasn't expecting the PC engine to be so powerful compared to the NES. Considering these two games came out in the same year. In the late 80s. No, oh my god. No less. So hey, congrats to NEC for having some of the best consoles that unfortunately flops horribly worldwide. You know? That's literally a Pokemon cry sounding right now. From first gen, and the Pokemon in the first generation kind of had like about 10 or 12 different cries, and they were all exactly the same, just different pitches and lengths. And that kind of I think that one sounds more like Goldeen is what I want to say, but again, there were so many that shared the same little tune. I don't know why Goldeen's the first one that comes to mind. It's probably a different one. Oh. This game is much more easier to find a target than the other ones. Well, the Game Boy Color one was too easy, but, you know. I can't shoot, so I guess we're doing a pit maneuver. I guess we're just killing the perp. Well. Oh my god, it's getting harder to actually control. Exhibit A. I mean, he's dead. Doesn't get any more police brutality than this. You know, there's something, I want to just keep it on the screen. There's something weird about some of the coloring schemes that they did on that. And it's very American. Very stereotypical, and that's all I'm going to say. But I'm going to go for one more round until we get a game over. Oh my god, what is this? Oil. We can buy more stuff. Let's get more gas. Why not? Jesus. Super. Oh my god. The point system is just getting there. Bumper. Give me the bumper. You can really tell that we're banking off. Well, I mean, it's the 80s. You know, this is heavy arcade port. Considering we have a 60-minute timer on a game that you could probably either never beat or only get to like a certain point before getting bored of doing the same exact thing all over again. There's a damage meter. I never saw that before. Oh my god, the epilepsy warning is insane. You know, I'm just realizing there's like a border on the left. And some games do that. They just have like a weird border for no reason. I know the Genesis has something like that. And there was another one, the Master System maybe, when I was playing Alien. And then the NES here has that weird border. The Atari 2600 has that a lot too. A lot of the games have a weird, what's the word, aspect ratio? It's not uniform. It's not 3:4 or anything like that. It's just a bunch of dead space on the screen. Yeah, you can see it when it's moving around the screen like that. So that's scrolling. So it's not me and it's not the shader, you know. Oh my god, we are far away from this thing. I should probably start braking. You know? Usually when you play a racing game, you either have the people that know exactly how to play, and then you have the people that just mash forward. And I'm both, sometimes. There's that Pokemon cry again, I swear. It's using the same bits as Pokemon Red and Blue. Oh my god, can we make it, please? Oh, well, no. So you have lives, and then you have time lives. How interesting. Yeah, I'm not doing that again. Let's go somewhere without chiptunes. Please. For the love of God. Again, it's... Why is it pushing my game all the way to the end of the taskbar? That's pretty annoying. Let's see, I'm skipping the Sega stuff, but I'm gonna play the... Yeah, the one on the Sega Saturn actually has a pretty cool cover art. I wish I could show you, but, you know, I'm not gonna show you this menu, so... I want to get some references in, but since you can't see the cover, it's like, whatever. And I can't really think of anything right now. There you go, Sega Saturn. Another great console that just flopped, unfortunately. It's got a pretty big library. It's actually really good. Especially the Japanese titles. It's Taito. Oh my god, I think they're dead too. The Taito. Alright, what do we have here? Taito Chase HQ Plus. Special criminal. I didn't get to read that. Instructions. Dreams, ambitions, city is I already messed up. Oh, jeez. Lower that a little bit. SCI. Okay, yeah, makes sense. It came out in 96. This was almost 10 years after the original came out. Okay, we can play the SCI version or the Chase HQ original, maybe? Option. Yeah, that's what my controller looks like. Ah, that's a lot of buttons. Normal, hard, easy, normal. Sound type, original. Sound type, Psy. Oh, we can check BGM 1. Okay, I don't know what that means, but we're playing with it. How do I get out of here? Okay. Okay, so this is probably just emulating the arcade version, so I don't need to play the arcade version. Well, if you weren't aware... Oh yeah, this has much better quality than either the PC Engine or the NES. And that's a given, because I'm pretty sure the Sega Saturn was easily able to simulate... Oh yeah, this looks crispy, clean, amazing. Yeah, the Sega Saturn was able to just... What the hell, turbo? I don't know how much I have that, so... What's my brake? And are we automatic? I don't know. Okay, that's a brake. Yeah, turn. We're going pretty freaking fast, to be honest with you. Yeah, the Sega Saturn was known for being kinda arcade perfect. I know I'm not talking out of my ass here, but because of all the fighting games and whatnot, the fighting game ports compared to the PlayStation 1 versions. And then, I mean, I would say the same about the Dreamcast, kinda. Because of the Hardware, really. Isn't it the same as the Naomi hardware? Or am I talking out of my ass? Crazy talk here. I'm gonna try SCSI. Yeah, you know what I mean. As well. I'm kind of curious now about what that is. But wow, this looks really nice. I don't think this is the arcade, like, one-to-one, but this does look pretty cool. Pretty modern. It's been like almost 10 years since 88, so... Yeah, it seems pretty simple too, so... And I'm pretty bad at it. I don't know what that means at the bottom. There's a big X. I'm out of turbo. There's no button to switch gears. I don't think so. Oh yeah, there is. This literally just makes me go fast. I don't know if I like that. We're almost there though. No, the timer. Damn. Oh, there's a mini map. Kinda. That makes things a little bit easier. Okay, so we've always had turbo. I just never knew how to use it. Alright, we got police brutality here. I wonder if they changed the color scheme of the suspect on this version. Although the 90s were very progressive, very fun, chill, peaceful. Pretty good race relations back in the 90s. Kind of makes you wonder where it all went bad. Well, I can tell you it was somewhere around like the 2010s, really, if you're being honest. Alright, I don't like this siren, so we better do this quick. Oh my god. It's not gonna happen. You're not it. Trying to get... I can't see. And I don't want to just turn on, you know, high mode. Because I'm not going to make it. See? All these turns, man, are really messing me up. I'm probably going to die before he does. Oh, come on, I gotta catch up. Every time, I really hate that. I've never been really good at racing games, to be honest. At least in the braking part of the game. Just as a gamer overall, and I hate to say that, it just feels like braking would kind of diminish any progress I've made. Even if it's necessary. But then again, I'm not a driver. No, not that I want to be one, but it just doesn't really make sense to me. As far as a racetrack goes, anyway. We're not going to make it. It's very unfortunate. But let's waste all the coins. One day we'll make it. Gotta activate those dubious symbols at the bottom just to kind of make some progress. And I know you're probably tired of hearing that siren, but so am I. You know. Already wasted too much time. A little sign of like turns would be really nice. Kind of like that. That's a very abrupt turn. Wow, that... Didn't a turn say it was going... Oh my god, look. Did you see the sign? But yeah, the turn was going right. I don't know why it went left. Okay, well... Get me out of that siren. My ears are ringing. I'll be honest with you. How do you get out of this menu? Oh, it brings you back. Nice. Alright, well, SCI it is. As my ears bleed. Who's out? That's not Virtual Fighter. I can barely read that first word.
Open Channel Code 4失踪中のパティらしき女を乗せたスポーツカーが郊外に向かって逃走中作戦を開始せよどうぞ Open Channel Code 4失踪
Well, I didn't mean to skip that. I was pressing buttons. Maybe I had to switch car or something. She was explaining it though. Okay, this looks... Oh my god, this looks like it could do 60 FPS or higher. What the hell? Oh, you can shoot. Oh, this is really nice. What, did I kill him? Why would I want to shoot the cars going about? Okay, this seems like it's sped up, but it's not. And this looks really nice. A lot of the sprite work in this is awesome. Out of the way, dude, please. I'm probably gonna die from damage anytime now. Yeah, this looks sped up, but it's not me, I promise you that. Oh, almost got him. I like how it says criminals in big letters. As if the arrow wasn't enough. Yeah, shooting makes a lot of a difference on this thing. And I think we got him. Wow. The guy's muscular and her legs look really nice. Anyway. That was Chase HQ by Taito. I don't know how you would say that, honestly, in English, but it is what it is. Oh my god. I'm gonna leave you with this lady here, so... Till next time. Oh, she's not gonna speak this time? Well, whatever. I'll go record some Mech Assault and get that over. I actually have to edit the last part of this Disruptor, actually. Damn, I gotta go do that. Well, till next time then. Goodbye.